Time for pattern predictions, one of our favorite videos here at 1 Degree Outside. I'm meteorologist Danielle Noyes. This is a look at the next 2 weeks of weather, and you can get it for your exact location, the 14-day in our free Noises 1 Degree Outside weather app. Give it a try. Let us know what you think. If you've already downloaded it, thank you. And app.onedegreeoutside.com has more information and videos on how to best use our app. Now, this is why things may change or shift a little bit in that 14-day forecast in the app. And we're going to start with the height to 500 millibars. What is that? Essentially a layer of the atmosphere. And you're looking at blue as cooler than average temperatures over that layer and the oranges as warms. In Insights, we talked about this. We've got this dip in the jet stream, this trough that develops from the Great Lakes stretching into New England over the coming days, which means slightly cooler than average temperatures for this time of the year. That eases as we head into the upcoming weekend, particularly the second half of the weekend, Sunday into Labor Day. What you'll also notice as I play things out, there's a little coastal low that tries to develop over the Carolinas first couple days of September. Don't take this exact placement, but we'll watch that closely, coming on kind of the western periphery of high pressure that's out in the central Atlantic. What do you notice towards the tail end of the 2-week period is that we actually get into a little warmer than average stretch here with troughing, or those cooler temperatures digging from central and western Canada into the central United States. So we'll be warm out in the west and slightly above average in the east with a cooler and more active pattern in the central United States. And you see that if we kind of play things through. This is the surface weather forecast. A lot of blues and greens, by the way, during the overnight. So kind of a shift in terms of the seasons here that's starting to occur. We get these crisp, cool nights, comfortable nights for sleeping, and then we warm up to near seasonable during the day. By the time we get to the end of the period, you do notice more oranges showing up here on the East Coast and then out in the West with some cooler readings, especially as we head towards, let's say, September 7th, 8th, 9th. Look at that coming into the northern plains and even the central United States as well. So what does that mean for our temperatures here at home? Well, the next several days, again, slightly cooler than average, particularly by the end of the week. Average highs this time of the year are in the upper 70s. So we're pretty much near or slightly cooler than average, particularly at the coast, through the extended period. By the time we get to Sunday and into Labor Day, near average again. The warmest period looks like it's going to be September 4th, 5th, 6th, where temperatures may climb back up into the 80s and then cool back down to seasonable levels after that. Similarly, the overnight lows will generally be running in the 50s, although the farther north you go, keep in mind this is a New England-wide average, we will be talking about some 40s. The coolest readings for Thursday and then again into the start of the weekend, relatively dry, low humidity air in place as well. Many mid to upper 50s much of next week. And then with that warmth coming back in, we may get some overnight lows that are a little bit milder, either side of 60 degrees towards the end of the period. What about the jet stream? Similar to that first map I showed you, the 500 millibar heights, we've got that dip or trough that develops across the northeast. And then what you notice is that it's fairly quiet. There are some weak disturbances that come in. And then towards the tail end, September 3rd, 4th, 5th, we get another area or dip that does come into the central United States. Quick moving disturbances is the key here. It's not like we get this big trough that sets up in one area. So it will likely end up being an at or slightly below average period over the next 2 weeks in terms of precipitation. The greatest chance comes in late Thursday and into Friday, especially with a slow moving cold front that may link up with some moisture. So that's why you see 50% here. Does slowly go down into the remainder of the holiday weekend, stays low for next week, and then we bump it back up as some of that warmth and a little more humid air comes in towards, let's say, the 4th, 5th, 6th, first full weekend of September. We are talking about a 30% chance of some pop-up showers and thunderstorms as that warmth comes into play, and the jet stream is pretty active. So we'll watch that closely for you. Again, slightly cooler than average temperatures or near a slightly cooler than average before some warmth comes back, but no real chilly days and no intense heat in the forecast here. Reminder, 2 days until the launch of New England's first weather stream. You'll be able to find it right at the top of our app. More information, of course, online as well. We are so excited about it. Thank you for your continued support.